Welcome to Reflective Fashion Production. It's Fantastic Friday. It's important to have a daily positive affirmation and mental check in, and this is my weekly with you. If you're just scrolling through, hey, my name is Monica, and if you're back from our last chat, I hope you are doing fantastic, being fabulous, and moving forward. I did it again. I'm so excited. I got the intro. Yay. Okay. So, anyway, I have so much on my mind, but I have to stay on track. And the reason why I have to stay on track is because I definitely get sidetracked and I start to ramble and go on a tangent. And I'm not trying to do that this morning. This morning, I had a great morning. It was so fantastic. And I'm proud of Prince, but at the same time, he has been out of control. Like he was talking back and I'm trying to record. I'm like, really? He does this every Friday morning. It's so funny because I don't know if he wants to be in the video or if he just likes to argue with me in the morning. I don't know which one it is. But plus he's in his room because he wasn't listening. So that could be too. Yeah. He try to get his way all the time. Anyway, and, and everybody wants to get their way, right? But sometimes you have to stay on track. And last week I talked about just getting a budget and putting things in perspective when it comes to spending money as well as just your daily routines, right? So that's what I've been focusing on all this week is making sure that I am staying on budget as well as just focusing on my daily routines. And when I tell you it's so hard, it is really hard. One of the things that I have done that's just been so hard is trying to get back on track with my budget because I have a little puppy, and with having a puppy, he likes to eat everything, and we're like in the vet every other week. And with my emergency savings, it don't work like that. It really doesn't, because when there is an emergency and you don't have any money to fall back on, that's kind of like, oh my God, are you serious? Yeah, it's crazy. So it makes you think about, just overall what your lifestyle really is. And I think that that's important when it comes to, creating a lifestyle, is actually sitting down and think about all the things that you want to do when it comes to, your daily routine, the things that you want to do outside of working or just relaxing. So this weekend, Malia and I planned this staycation. And as we're like going through all the things that she wants to do and I want to do, I'm like, we really don't have to push this back, because a staycation is supposed to be relaxing. You're not supposed to panic or anything when it comes to just having a vacation. And that's one of the things that I've noticed as well. A lot of people they'll take their check and they'll go out and have a vacation and then not have funds for their bills or rent or anything like that. So it's like living paycheck to paycheck, or just wanting to, go viral and do certain things that just won't help you in the long run. And I think it's important to definitely just make sure you focus on you, because everybody's lifestyle is different. Everybody's way of life is different. Their mindsets are different. I mean, it's a lot of things that I see and I'm just like, no, no, I can't block. Like, and I'm scrolling on YouTube and I'm just like, no, I don't want to see that. And that's just being honest and being real. Like, you're not going to cater to everybody, and I'm not going to cater to everybody. I just can't. And I'm not going to worry about that. But it took me a long time to get here to say I'm not going to worry about this particular person. I'm not going to give my opinion, because sometimes you definitely get your feelings hurt because they're not listening or they just don't care. I mean, it happens. But with getting back on track, when I tell you, Prince is expensive. He is so expensive. How could something so handsome and so adorable be so much money? I mean, We had to go to the vet last week and then we had to go to the vet this week. And overall, the total with that was probably like 300 and some odd dollars. Luckily, I had that to take care of him. He had ear infections, so that right there is something that I just was like, oh my god, I really want to take care of. And that's just like with us, Malia and I, just going to the doctor. It's just like you have to make sure that you're setting time aside to take care of yourself and not just your pets. And that's one of the things that I was thinking about as well. I'm like, I take really good care of him. He eats breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And, sometimes we be in the bed, we forget about dinner. It's like, did we eat dinner last night? Or did we eat lunch? Like, those are the things that I think that are important when it comes to, for me, getting back on track, as well as just, budgeting for our grocery shopping, or even, like I said, we want to do a staycation. And I just think that budgeting is really important. So this is what I decided that I wanted to do. And maybe you could do it too. Tell me what you think, or what do you do to, keep yourself on track when it comes to your finances. So there's this money challenge, and I started it this year, and I was like, oh, I really want to do that. And I did really good until September. I don't know what was going on in September. I can't remember. It's so sad. It's so sad that I can't remember what happened. But I was doing this money challenge and it was really fun. However, I kind of fell off and I stopped. So now I'm just trying to scramble and get back on track with the money challenge, as well as just making sure that I have funds in other areas. So what I decided was just how my finances go and how I get paid. I was just like, okay, so it's the end of October, which I said, end of October, I'm hoping to just have $50 saved. That's it, just $50 at the end of October. And then for the end of November and December, I'm hoping that I can end the year with at least $250. That is my goal, just getting back on track, so that in the beginning of the year, I will start off with at least $250 saved, and then I can go back towards trying to do the money challenge, as well as any extra savings that I want to do. So that is my goal. I'm trying to get back on track. It's been interesting with, certain things that have popped up. So I'm just like, okay, I got to start writing things down and using my planner. And that is really important as well. And that's something that I found to be beneficial just with this whole year. Just from October to October, I've really been trying to make a difference in using my planner. And you should definitely see it. Just like January to now, it was full until September. Like, I really don't know what happened in September. So I'm just trying to get back on track. So I decided that I'm going to start off with a weekly budget. So everything that we do day by day, because sometimes, you do go out and grab a bite, or like getting gas. So one of the things that I do is, even though I'm on a half a tank, I always try to make sure that my gas is full, especially because it's starting to get cold. So I just want to make sure that I'm consistent with that. So on Wednesdays, I try to make sure that I fill my tank completely up. So that's about $20. And when I'm at Quick Trip, or even BP, or whatever gas station that I go to at the time, I do kind of get a snack. So maybe I could cut out my snack and just get my gas and see how that works, which sucks because that's mine. Like, depending on like what we're doing, I'm just like, okay, well, this is a part of the gas budget, because actually when it comes to gas, I actually give myself about $50 weekly. And sometimes I don't use that. So when I don't use it, I put it back in my savings for the following week. So that's something that I do when it comes to my gas budget. When it comes to like lunch, Malia and I try to make sure that we make our lunch. However, we both have like a $20 lunch thing. So I don't know what to call it, like a lunch allowance. That's what we got. So if $20 is done by the end of the week, then we don't have any extra. Sometimes we do, go into another account and grab something. But I think I'm going to stick with that because it's very important just to see how much we save when it comes to our lunch allowance, because we do make our lunches as well. And with everything going up, $20 goes so fast. So honestly, for me, $20 to get me 2 days where I may forget my lunch, and that helps me out. Even with her, if she forgets her lunch, she still can use her account, and that's 2 days out of the week. Because sometimes you just be tired, and even you may forget your lunch. Like I honestly forgot my lunch twice this week, out of control, out of pocket. Got to do better. Definitely got to do better. So those are a few little things that I think just during the week that I'm going to pay attention to, especially this week, because oh my gosh, I didn't even think about it. Today is the last Friday of October. Next week is November. I can't believe it's going by so fast. It's wow. Life just be lifing. It definitely does. So that was one of the things that I really am going to focus on just with this week alone, because I'm hoping that I could have more than than what I said for the end of my end of the year. Even though I feel like that's cool. I don't even remember the amount that I said, just that quick. I said I had $50 that I want to try to save by the end of this month, and then I'm going to try my best to do at least $200 at the end of November and December. So that's $450. So that's the goal for me to have. And I hope that's what I said earlier. I just been talking, and I have a pen. I should have wrote it down. That's what I'm about to do. $450. Okay. So that's my goal. And I think that's actually being realistic too. And that's and that's one of the things you want to do as well. Be realistic with your goals as well. Don't put it up high. Don't do that to yourself. Like, to be honest with you, $450 for me, if I was back on track, that would be nothing. It'd be easy, right? So easy. However, because so much has happened, it's just like, let's this is a good goal. This is a good goal for the month of November as well as December. And on top of that, I know the holidays are coming up, so everybody wants to give. I actually have funds put aside for my holiday, so I'm good on that end, and I could probably cheat the system. I don't know, maybe not. However, at the same time, like, I'm gonna try my best to focus on making sure that I have $50 at the end of this month. So let's just see how that goes. Well, this was so fun, and I feel like I just rambled on a lot, but there's just so much that I wanted to say just about getting back on track as well as budgeting, because I think that that's important, especially with everything that's going on. Just making sure that you have a little bit of money in your pocket so that you're able to get gas, get something to eat, and when you're out and about, you have those funds. So this was great. Don't forget to drop a comment below. Tell me what you're doing when it comes to your routine. Do you budget, or do you live paycheck to paycheck, or do you have like this savings that you don't touch? Tell me, drop a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon.